Let's freaking go! Episode 213 of Boruto. Amado betrayed Kara. Can we trust him? Koji Kashin was already fighting Jigen. What's gonna go on there? This is craziness, and I don't know like what the frick is gonna end up happening, man. But this is so freaking dope. Boruto has been on point lately. Amado. I want to get an Amado backstory, man.
Shikamaru, put my glasses on the edge of the table and aim them toward that bare wall.
What's gonna go on here with frickin' Jigen?
You tasked me with undertaking a mission to go and bring Kawaki back here. However, you hid the fact that you could have extracted him yourself at any point. I'd like to hear from you the reason why.
Was it really that odd of a request? For me to have you go and fetch a parcel that I could reclaim whenever I wanted to? The timing of my decision to have Kawaki transported was deliberate. I did it in order to try to flush out the traitor.
And as a result, Victor fell into your trap.
But he was merely being used as a cover by fools who had devised a plan to steal the vessel away from me. You'd never make a move on your own unless that's what Amado wanted you to do. Which means, what simply must be the truth is that you conspired with him to cause that airship to crash in order to allow Kawaki to escape.
I just wonder, like, part of me wonders if Koji will backstab Amado.
Really
I wonder
like
if
to
he's
hear
even
what your
able
motives
to
are.
backstab
Both
him.
yours and Amado's.
He was created
what
by
exactly
it.
do the both of you stand to gain by rising up against me? I'm very curious about that. I thought that all of the inners collectively agreed that obtaining the chakra fruit was our goal.
Wait, did he say chakra fruit?
You may pretend to be calm and composed, but still, you aren't able to hide your ragged breathing.
What? I'm not just going to kill you right away. I'll make you spill everything first. A shadow clone, huh? How cheeky of you.
You want to know my motive? It's simple. I have no interest at all
He
in
was
the
created to
chakra fruit.
kill him.
You see, right from the very beginning, I was created in order to kill you.
This is a perfect opportunity to take him down, and we may not see one again. Simply put, it's now or never.
Wow. But yeah, just part of me feels like maybe Koji is going to backstab Amado because of that one scene, like when Amado took down Delta, and Koji was just like, oh, like the same type of thing is probably programmed into me too. So I feel like maybe since Koji was created by him, it's almost like he has to do what Amado says. So maybe like Koji will want to do what he wants to do instead. And that might not even mean like him being on Jigen's side. It might just mean like him being on his own side. So we'll see what ends up happening there though.
So you were created to kill me?
Yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, it's my supreme objective.
Supreme?
And my reason for existing.
Wasn't this Jigen supposed to be your leader?
Koji and I were both merely playing at being members of Kara, all to pursue our true motive, which is to take Jigen down for good.
How did you meet him?
Your reason for existing, huh? You're such a pathetic man. No matter how you wish to describe it, you're just a conveniently movable pawn that Amado created to further his own ends. You're nothing more than a tool for him to use, don't you think?
I'm fine with being a tool.
Oh.
For that's what shinobi are! Fire-style flame bombs!
Well, that's what Al said too. He wanted to be a tool. It's kind of interesting because like, oh nice, let's freaking go. I want to see Koji fight.
Extremely unpleasant jutsu.
Koji Kashin's fighting style. It's just like...
Jiraiya, that's who it's like, man. Ay, ay, ay.
Huh?
Oh, freak.
Hey you, what's wrong?
It's probably just a transmission failure. It'll resume soon. However, in the meantime, there's still a lot more that I need to explain to you.
Let's hear it.
Our discussion.
No more stupid tricks, you hear me?
No, I want to hear this,
you really
man.
shouldn't underestimate us.
Listen, are you entirely certain that Jigen is an Otsutsuki?
Well, it's more that he became an Otsutsuki. He was originally an ordinary human like us.
And what does that mean?
Oh, you're curious now, huh? Let me start by explaining exactly who and what the
Let's
Otsutsuki
freaking go,
are.
man. This is
They're
what I need.
invaders that have come from another planet. Or, in other words, to put it simply, the Otsutsuki are extremely troublesome aliens.
The Otsutsuki Are aliens?
Yeah, what
They
did
have
you think
only
they
one
were?
objective in mind, and that's to devour the life of a planet. The way that they achieve that goal is by doing some very annoying gardening. Thus, the Divine Tree. Surely all of you must remember what happened. The infinite Tsukuyomi nearly destroyed the world years ago. The current plan is essentially the same thing.
The
Freak.
infinite Tsukuyomi?
What's critical is what happens afterward. Once the Divine Tree has absorbed everything, it then produces a large fruit.
That's the chakra fruit.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. The chakra fruit is an amalgamation of tremendous energy and genetic data. By devouring it, the Otsutsuki can continuously update themselves. That is how their species evolves.
This is so fascinating!
Why are you so excited about this? Konohamaru wrote about it in his report as well.
But it is very,
The
very
incident where
interesting.
Victor planned to regrow the divine tree.
That was something Victor did on his own. Though it's true that Kara's ambition was similarly to get their hands on the chakra fruit.
As a fellow member, you were pursuing the same goal too, weren't you?
Everything Koji and I did was all part of a plan that was intended to stop Jigen.
How did you
Be completely
know
frank,
about
I
it?
think that deserves
Like, I
some
want to know how
consideration.
they met Jigen.
What's the matter? Surely you wouldn't succumb to this low level of attack.
I've been trying to imagine what possible reason that you could have had to take Kawaki away from Kara. You investigated the karma in order to identify what its weaknesses are. Is that what was going on? But then you ended up discovering that Boruto also has the karma, so you changed your plans and decided to hand Kawaki over to the Leaf.
We felt that it was more advantageous to unravel the mystery of the karma. Although in handing over Kawaki, our secret weapon, I admit that we did take a very large gamble.
Do you have any proof of what you're saying?
You're free to suspect me, of course. However, Sasuke over there may have a different opinion.
What are you trying to say?
Hidden within the data that was copied from the airship, there should have been some coordinates to that place that can only be reached using transportation ninjutsu.
Don't tell me you.
Yeah, I planted it there in a way that would be easy
wow.
for you all to find it.
Oh, that's why,
We
because when
assumed
that...
that we'd eventually need the Leaf's cooperation, and so we wanted you to be aware in advance of the existence of the 10 Tails.
He planted that there. That's why,
Wait,
because
the
someone
10 Tails.
someone
I remember
commented
you
like,
talked about
oh,
something
that
like that
the coroners
before.
were basically
Just
there,
what
like
is
they
it?
wanted
They
us
say
to
the Ten
find
Tails
it.
is a monster that wreaked havoc back during the Fourth Great Ninja War.
That one's a different specimen from the 10 Tails that you fought in the past, though.
How is there another one?
Unfortunately, But the Otsutsuki always utilize the 10 Tails when they assault a planet. That's because 10 Tails itself becomes the Divine Tree. It's a seedling. First, they plant 10 Tails into the ground. It grows into the Divine Tree, consumes the planet, and eventually bears the chakra fruit. Once the fruit is harvested, they have no further use for the planet, so they move to another one and repeat the same process all over. That's
Wow.
the Otsutsuki for you.
What are these other planets like?
So the one attempting to achieve that goal here on this planet is Jigen, is that correct?
No, probably not. Jigen isn't the one who's trying to do that.
It's the...
It's whoever put the karma on Jigen.
Yeah.
That's my bet.
Wait, what?
Oh, Shigadai.
They said we had to wear protective gear if we insisted on staying with him.
Seriously? Why do I have to wear that tacky thing?
I know,
What if he
right?
explodes?
Besides, there's no need to wear something like that. I mean, there's no way this thing's gonna go off, right?
You're right. Lord Seventh will handle this without a hitch, I'm sure.
Just a little while earlier, you told us that Jigen used to be an ordinary human. But then he became an Otsutsuki because of the karma, right? Is that what happened?
Well, Sasuke Uchiha, not quite, but you're on the right track.
So talk. What exactly is the karma?
All we've discussed up until now is merely a preface. The truly important part starts now.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
I sincerely hope that you're prepared to die here.
Actually, I should be the one saying that to you,
Ooh.
Rather,
I like his confidence.
Isshiki Otsutsuki.
Ooh.
Did he say Isshiki Otsutsuki?
That's right. That's Jigen's true identity, though it would be more correct to say his real form. He came to our planet long ago,
What the freak?
along with Kaguya Otsutsuki.
So that means that he's
was
taken
that?
complete
I told you
control
their objective just
over.
a bit ago.
The
They'd
original
plant the divine
Jigen
tree
body.
and harvest its chakra fruit, but a problem arose. Kaguya suddenly turned against Isshiki. I don't know her motives, whether it was personal enmity or just wanting the fruit all to herself. There's no way to know, but what's important is that something happened. Caught off guard, Isshiki suffered enough damage to be on the verge of death. But he managed to take over the body of a novice monk who happened to be nearby and survived.
And that
the
long ago?
unfortunate man was Jigen.
Holy crap.
I have a question. Is that the moment when Isshiki marked Jigen with a karma then?
Before I answer that, I think I'd like to get your response to my request, Lord Hokage. So will the village hidden in the leaves grant me asylum or not? And may I remind you that I'm formally requesting official asylum as outlined in the laws of the Land of Fire. I'd like that decision in writing.
That's fine. Although, the paperwork must wait, since the both of us are short on time right now.
All right, a verbal agreement will be good enough for the moment. However, I won't remove the explosive from Shikadai until I have the paperwork firmly in my hands.
Wow.
After all, it's the only form of insurance I have.
I'm sorry, Shikamaru.
It's okay. Just continue.
Let me explain using Boruto's case as an example. His karma was embedded by Momoshiki Otsutsuki. So then what exactly happened to Boruto? During the battle, Momoshiki converted himself into data, replicated himself, and implanted that into Boruto's body.
What the heck?
In short, karma is a highly compressed Otsutsuki backup file.
What?
The compressed file slowly extracts itself over time. In fact, that process is going on even this very minute. And when all the data is fully extracted, Boruto's body will be overwritten by Momoshiki's data.
Wow, that looks weird.
And Boruto himself will completely cease to exist. That's how the Otsutsuki accomplish rebirth.
What the hell do you mean? So how do we save him? How do we block the process?
As far as I know, there's no way to do that. However, I believe you could probably prevent Momoshiki's revival if you were to kill Boruto right now before it's too late.
Oh my gosh, well, we can't do that.
No, no way.
I'm going to become Momoshiki?
It's crazy to hear, but what about Kawaki,
All right,
though?
let's
'Cause
say that Momoshiki is revived in
he's got the
Boruto's
same
body.
horn, and he
What
got the
happens to
thing from
karma?
Jigen.
Good question. The extracted Otsutsuki data diffuses through the whole body. Like a sugar cube that dissolves when dropped in a cup of coffee, the karma will also disappear.
Well, that's odd. I mean, Isshiki Otsutsuki took over Jigen's body. Yet the karma still remains on his chin.
He's right. Why's that?
Just the same as with Boruto. The fact that Jigen's body still displays the karma means Isshiki hasn't been completely revived yet, doesn't it? It appears your explanation is flawed.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
All right, what's so funny, you bastard?
Stop, Shikamaru!
Let go of me. I've just been granted asylum, remember? Should the Hokage's aide really be raising a hand against a civilian like this? Look, I'm not messing with you. Sasuke has brought up quite an astute point. But there's a huge misunderstanding. Isshiki did, in fact, take over Jigen's body. However, he didn't do it by using the karma through the method that I just explained to you. The reason is simple. He was so weakened that he didn't have the strength he needed to embed a karma. Thus, Isshiki came up with a desperate plan. He performed his secret jutsu, Sukuna Hikona, to shrink his body and infiltrated Jigen's body through the ear. He lives within Jigen's body, absorbing nutrients from it. Yeah, just like a parasite would. In time, he came to control Jigen's brain, to speak using Jigen's voice, to move his arms and legs, and then took over Jigen's body for good. Even now, at this very moment, Isshiki still physically exists within Jigen's body.
Man, what a bastard.
But after all of that, Isshiki did embed a karma into Jigen's body, as part of his plan to be reborn in his true form.
Mind-blowing, dude. What?
Earth style! Dark swamp!
But if he's still alive in there,
I've got you now.
how is he also
Isshiki.
able to give another karma
get
to
it.
Kawaki?
I mean, if Jigen already has a karma, then why doesn't Isshiki simply hurry up and revive himself?
That's a valid question. And the answer to it is actually simple. The most important factor in embedding a karma is selecting the right target, or rather selecting the right vessel. Poor Jigen was someone who just happened to be nearby.
Wow.
But Isshiki's chakra was too powerful for him. Jigen's body is
So that's
altogether
why
inadequate
Kawaki-
to be Ishiki's vessel. It wouldn't be able to bear his chakra if Isshiki were to reincarnate in Jigen's body. It'd probably die within a few days. Thus, Isshiki decided to pass on being reborn through Jigen and began preparing a new vessel.
And let me guess, this new vessel of Ishiki's is Kawaki, isn't it?
Hey, take a look.
Oh, it seems that the connection has come back online now.
Do you really think that you can hold me with something like this?
Oh, not at all.
What's
This
this?
is a ritual circle. That damn Koji carved the ceiling mark with his earth style.
Summoning jutsu!
Nice. Oh, it's the fire thing. There's a lot of it. He can just absorb that, can he?
Seriously? I was wondering what you'd
That's
come
what
up with
Boruto
with
did.
flames this late in the game. What? I can't absorb them.
What?
Tell me these flames are...
They're what? Oh, it's not. They're like real.
No matter what, we can't allow him to be reborn in Kawaki's body. If he is able to revive in full form, we won't be able to stop him. It'll be the end of this world. As long as the karma is there, the Otsutsuki will revive. They're beings who've managed to transcend death. But still, it's not like it's an impossible task. I'll teach all of you how to kill an Otsutsuki.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, that episode was wild. Bro, that was crazy. Oh my gosh. Yo, that was so good. Guys, that was so good. And that was an episode of mostly like dialogue. There was action in it too, but that was done so well. Just explaining stuff, but like obviously it's like some of the most explanation of stuff throughout the whole show. Like this is it, man. We're getting to the stuff where it's like the questions are being answered and things are being brought up where it's like, what? So Isshiki Otsutsuki is the name of the other Otsutsuki, and he was like that shrinking down ability. He did that and went into Jigen's ear, like the real Jigen, and he like a parasite. He was just like feeding on his nutrients, like on his brain. That is just the most wild concept. Like that was insane. What? That is like something like I did like think about. It was after the fight with Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen, where it's kind of seemed like, well, because Jigen was he like talked in third person. And I was like, well, so maybe he is like that other Otsutsuki and he's taking complete control. But the way that he did it though, like that was very surprising. Like him shrinking down, going into his brain, feeding off his nutrients, eventually able to control his whole body, speak like him. And then he implanted the karma in him. Basically what it was that Isshiki, he had no choice. And Jigen just happened to be there. And so he took over his body. But Jigen's body is unfit to harbor the Otsutsuki power. And so that's why Kawaki was chosen. I still think that there's something like to Kawaki though. Like it's not just random. Like obviously like with those other kids that were given the karma that same time that Kawaki was, they had died. But I still think it's more than just him not dying. Like I feel like even those ones that did die, like I feel like they were picked on purpose because during that backstory of Kawaki, there was that whole thing with like those people that came to that one village to take blood samples. And Kawaki happened to get in like a little fight and he was bleeding. Some of his blood was taken. And then after, like later that same night, that's when Jigen showed up. So it's like, I feel like there is something to Kawaki's DNA. So I'm still kind of wondering what exactly that is. But man, this is so freaking interesting, dude. Yo, Amado is becoming really cool in my opinion. Him and Koji, I feel like they're so freaking cool. But we'll see what happens though. Like, man, there's just so much to this episode too. Like Naruto, he seemed to start to notice something about Koji. He was like, oh, his fighting style is a lot like, no, you didn't say it, but obviously he's thinking Jiraiya. Like, obviously. Like, I've been thinking that since we saw him do the Rasengan. And that was like after we already saw him using toads. So it was like toads, Rasengan, white hair, got lines. Man, it's just interesting. So those flames, that must have been him like maybe reverse summoning like some pit of flames or something, because Jigen couldn't suck it up. So that's like, it's just so cool to see this type of fight, like where it's like someone came prepared to fight this specific person. So it's really cool to see like the type of moves. He's not just trying to do like just ordinary stuff that he would do. Like everything is purposeful. And it seems to be working right now, but I still feel like I think he's going to get out of this. I don't know what's going to happen, man, but this is just so exciting. That episode was so good. I was like on the edge of my seat, nervous, but excited, like heart's racing, my hands feel shaky. That was so freaking good, dude. Yo, people are sleeping on Boruto, man. Yo, when it gets to this stuff, this is like top tier stuff. Okay. Anyways, what did you think about the episode? Let me know down in the comment section. If you did enjoy the reaction, leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're watching on YouTube, consider checking out patreon.com/DonDiego if you want to catch these reactions ahead of time. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.